The next day, 8 AM. I think it's definitely time for a mini rounds, assuming I get the chance. Oh, you want me to check requests? Okay. Ooh, assisting the Republican inspector. Okay, thanks to the trade conference, we do not have trained inspectors available, so I'm requesting the assistance of the Special Support Section. Meet me in Crossbell Station for more details. My missing collection? Maria Bell, okay. My beloved antique dolls have been stolen by an irksome thief. Could you please retrieve my precious children for me? I'll explain the details in full when we meet. Come to the CEO's office in the IBC. You need to get an ID card from the front desk to access the 16th floor. Maria Bell. Monsters appeared. Dangerous monster, big drone. Big drone? Been sighted on Ursula Road. We ask that the Special Support Section deal with this threat swiftly. No surprise that we have plenty of new requests. And they're each pretty eyebrow-raising. We should try and complete them if we can. We'll at least have a bit of free time in the morning. If we use the car, we can travel outside of the town quickly, too. I'll finally get the pleasure of riding in the car. Is it true that it was developed by ZCF? Yeah? That bad boy even puts the First Division's cars to shame. Still... Like, 2 commas. Tio. We just got home last night. Sure you're okay? No orbital airship lag? Be okay if you need a day to settle. Nah. If there's jet lag or orbital airship lag, that would imply there is different time zones, which is something I've always thought about, which means that the precession of the sun overhead does cause different time zones to exist, but that can work either as a flat planet in a bubble, or a globe. It's like, are we heliocentric or geocentric? Don't know. Could be either. But it's like, that's at least tells us there is like a progression across Zemuria, as opposed to just day and night at the same time everywhere. Which I doubt would happen, but it was possible. Sorry, honest mistake. Do not start. Now Tio Tot's officially back on the team. Indeed she is. I think Tio's a better match for our terminal too. It's like you all haven't lost a step. Anyway, all members of the new and improved Special Support Section have finally gathered. Bet our dear leader is getting emotional. Well, I won't deny it. Regardless, it's great to have you back, Tio. Thanks for returning when we needed you the most. You are welcome. I am also excited to get back to work. Starting to feel like old times again, huh? As long as you're all raring to go, I don't care what you say to get hyped up. All that energy will keep you on your toes during the trade conference. You're gonna need it. Simply make yourselves useful to security by operating the way you normally would. That we can do. Are you going to be on standby at the department, Chief? Yeah, they've basically got me coordinating with all the different sides. I'll still be around as backup, but I won't be joining the rest of the force at Orcus Tower. I'll contact you directly if we run into trouble, though. Thanks for that. I'll be counting on you. Alright, I'm gonna head out now. Oh, by the way, is Kia at the library or something? Yes, she left first thing in the morning. You said she'd be back by noon, though. Alright, I guess we're all set then. Alright, gang. Let's roll. Tio has joined the party. You can add her to the active party with tactics. Cool, right, so he said he left, didn't he? Zeit, are you around? No? You're probably with Kia, aren't you? But I have to check at this point. That's Randy's room. I'm on the wrong floor. I'm still on the wrong floor. I'm getting worse. Why am I Randy?
Yes.
Very strange. And this should be fine. New decoration was added to Tio's room. Nothing else? Very well. I'm pretty sure I have a plush that'd make Kia happy. think I'll give it to her as a gift. Lloyd found Kia and gave her the plush as a gift. You're very welcome. It's quite large. A new decoration was added to Kia's room. It's a hell of a decoration. Look at the size of the damn thing. It's a Zwei 2 penguin. It's the actual suit as well, isn't it? Interesting. Right, so let's go feed Copy, and then we'll start the mini rounds. Let's give you a gluttonous boss. Nyanya. Bunyan. Attack 1? Huh? Are you giving this to me? Thanks, Copy. I'd be happy to use it. It's good to see you again, Copy. I will once again be feeding you Lloyd's prize collection starting today. Nya. Oh my. I hear you, Rains. Chill out. Can't work without a good pen, and Times has always carried the very best. Wowza, the rifle lineup is looking pretty good these days. They've got some new models. Now, which one of these babies should I try? Would you please hurry up, Grace? We don't have much time. She said she had to go shopping because her favorite pen was out of ink. Still have a little bit of time, but got a sinking feeling in my stomach. Terrorists are after both major powers' leaders. It's not right in my cage or anything. If anything, I'm more prepared than ever before. Dudley's got us working a revised plan for today, too. We're going to make it through this. We'll better look alive out there. Come on, how about it? Want a balloon? I even have balloons with the crests of countries participating in the trade conference. Oh my god. Oh my god. We have a Mishika. Oh, hello, SSS. Hey, Rixia. Home for some rest and relaxation? Only a little. Something to take care of at City Hall later, so I'm taking this opportunity to rest. Wait, I just noticed that Tio's back with all of you. Nice. Yes, I returned to the SSS yesterday evening. I heard Arkansio put on a performance for the dignitaries last night. I'm sure you all did a great job. Was it nerve-wracking? I'll admit, it did feel a tad different from our usual performances. Not only that, but Sunny made her first appearance, albeit in a minor role. She was very nervous. Ilia treated it the same as usual, though. No surprises there. Can't imagine anything getting to Ilia. It's true, Ilia never wavers when it comes to performing on stage. Feel as though someone like me could never be a match for her. I'm not so sure. As far as performers go, don't think Ilia Platieri is a fair standard to hold yourself to. He's got a point. That woman isn't just a star, she's one of this generation's true geniuses of her craft. That I believe you can overtake even Ilia one day, Rixia. Always have. The way you saved that cat yesterday when it fell from the chandelier was incredible. It's very kind of you to say. I don't know how to explain it. Like my body moved on its own. On that note, that girl from yesterday. Her name was Shirley, correct? That she was Randy's cousin. How good is she, if you don't mind me asking? You want to know about her? This is troublesome. Be careless to tell Rixia the truth and needlessly get her involved with Shirley. If only you knew, mate. Well, it's just... let's just say she's a troublemaker that does whatever she damn well pleases. She can be a real pain in the ass, and nothing good can come from getting involved with her. So you better be careful. She looked like she took a real shine to you, Rixia. I'll say, I think Annie knows a thing or two about how capable her hands are. Enough already, please stop bringing that up. Bloody Shirley. I think it's only a matter of time before she and Yin cross paths. Something wrong, Rixia? Oh, it's nothing. I'll take what you said to heart. I have more than enough experience from fending off Ilia, so I think I'll be able to manage her advances. You have my sympathies, Rixia. Oh dear. We should head to City Hall to make sure everything is in order. Thank you for the warning about Shirley, everyone. I have more than enough experience from fending off Ilia, so I think I'll be able to manage her advances. Why is working at the spinny toy store? So happy he found a job. Happy for him, but I'm also sad. Oh no! I asked Klunk if I could work for him and he hired me on the spot. Maybe I should have been looking for a stall job all along. I'm going to be responsible for making simple handicrafts and handling the mirror. To learn the ins and outs of the job little by little. I hired Roy to work at my stall. Not surprised he's diligent considering he's Chairman Moore's grandkid. I'm expecting great things from him. Going to teach Roy everything I know. It's pretty fun. It's almost like I have a disciple or something. Roos, Shanshan and I were all classmates back in Sunday school. Even back then, Master would stare daggers at any boy that asked Shanshan out. Earlier today, he shot a death glare my way just for saying hi. Why doesn't Master trust me by now? I was the one who put a good word in for Puck and Roos to work here since they're all pals of mine. I'm glad they're working hard for us. They haven't let Daddy down at all. I'm so proud I recommended them. My new part-timer hasn't learned anything at all. Must learn to keep his eyes off of my Shanshan. I'll scold him until he finally learns. Far too many men have not learned the consequences for staring at my Shanshan. If any of them were to lay a finger on her, well, I'll leave that to your imagination. Why do we suddenly have double the cleaning work to do? Must I catch Puck speaking to Shanshan again? Why do I have to be punished for his mistakes too? Just have to clean behind the counter later too. We're done by now if it weren't for Puck. This is all his fault. The city is meant to be on high alert, and it's strangely calm at the moment. It's maybe the calm before the storm that will be the trade conference. Sitting here for a while to collect my thoughts sounds like a nice idea. Here's Zai. Grr. So this is where you were, Zai. This escorted Kia here. It's pretty common for Zai to roam around the city these days, isn't it? Go woof. Alright, so where's Kia? Gotta be somewhere in here. Probably the children's section. There she is! Oh, hello. That little girl was looking for a book, so I helped her out. Isn't it wonderful to see someone so young be interested in history? As a history student, it makes me happy to see kids take an interest. Ah, there it is. Here we go. Looking for something in particular, Kia? Oh, hey guys! Yeah, I've been gathering all the books that have folk tales. Read one and became really interested in them. Let me see. Crossbell in the Middle Ages and Crossbell in Ruins. Learning from the past. Wait, those aren't folk tales. They're straight up history books. It's amazing you can read these, Kia. Thinking about becoming a researcher when you grow up, Keto. You really think I could be one? Okay, Mama Erebonia and Dadvard. How about you let your little Kia Bell have her autonomy? That was hard to read. I know what he's saying, but it was hard to read. Hey Lloyd, look at this book. It has a picture of a huge bell in Central Square. Says the bell was originally at the Sun Fort. It's so big, I wonder if it's really hard to carry into the city. He is just as curious as ever. I'm looking forward to where that's going to take her when she grows up. I'm looking forward to where it's going to take her in the coming months, but okay. It says that the bell in Central Square originally came from the Sun Fort. Except I wonder if it is really hard to carry into the city. Probably was. Probably did it by airship. Kia said she was going to the library today. Is she looking for a certain book? Heard Shin was leaving by train today. I'm a little sad about it. I thought we might be able to become friends. Give it a rest already, Ryu. It's a trade conference, not a party. Darn it, those jerks won't let us pass. So lame, I wonder if there's a way for us to sneak in. If I don't get a move on, the fun is going to start without us. Chief Sergei is on standby at the security task force room on the 2nd floor. It's nearly time for the conference to begin. First step is making sure the dignitaries each make it safely inside of Orchid's tower. Let's hand over fragments. I see you brought me a data fragment. I'll have to deliver it to our forensic team to have the cold terminal data analyzed. Is that alright with you? Of course, go right ahead. Very well, please wait a moment. Page 3. And page 1, okay. If you find another data fragment, please bring it here. And also speak to me if you'd like to check back on any data that's already been decrypted. Alright, thanks for all your help, Rebecca. And also... looks to me like you've been hard at work filling out your combat notebook. I'd like to record your information to our database. Mind if I see it for a minute? With pleasure. Thank you very much. Here's your notebook back. Let me gather your compensation. Please accept this. Don't forget to stop by once you've collected more monster data, okay? Thanks, we will. Of course. We'll see to it that we visit. Tio! You're finally home! Yes, thankfully. It's good to see you again, Fran. I missed you. Same here. This means the SSS is finally at full power. You guys look unstoppable. I'm going to be expecting big things from you. Huge! We'll do what we can, Fran. Alright. There's one other thing I wanted to bring up. Thanks for getting me Senior Captain Schwarz's autograph, Noe. I absolutely love it. Don't mention it. It was the least I could do. Sorry you weren't there to meet her too. Hopefully we'll get another chance once things have settled down a little. I hope so too. I'm really looking forward to it. I'd almost forgotten that Ellie and Noelle asked her for autographs when we went aboard the Arcee. I'm so thankful that she agreed. She and the Crown Princess couldn't be any kinder. Why am I not surprised that Fran is just as big a fan of Julia as her sister? Of course I am. Senior Captain Schwarz is so dignified and cool. Old girl wouldn't look up to her. Oh, but don't get me wrong. Noe is still my favorite role model. No one's cooler than her. Hey, knock it off. Honestly, Fran, how can you say things like that so easily? In front of the others, no less. Guess even the senior captain can't steal the top spot in Fran's heart away from Noelle. I don't know what I was expecting. You're familiar with Pom Party, right? Oh no. I just picked up myself too. If you want, we can play together. Fran! I'm worried. I feel like Fran's gonna be like the destroyer of worlds almost. Just take out the yellows, take out the reds. Fantastic. Why am I forgetting the buttons? There we go. Don't forget the buttons now. That's the... No. Just take that, take out the red. Boom, boom, boom. That's good. I need the middle line though, really, don't I? Let's say that should get the blues lovely. Lovely. Yes. Get a big red one there. We could get a big red one. Nice. That's got her, surely. Q. Guess what, Cindy? I made curry last night. Oh, really? That's amazing, Colin. You're already better cook than Ferric is. I like it when Cindy says I'm doing a good job. Sophia's teaching me how to bake delicious sweets today. Colin's such a good little boy. I wish Ferric was more like him. Colin and I made curry last night. May have gone a little overboard, though. There were plenty of leftovers. I think we'll have to hold off on making curry again for a while. Oh. You're the special support section that was invited aboard the Arcee yesterday, yes? Her Highness Princess Claudia and Senior Captain Schwarz are further ahead. Feel free to pass through and speak with them if you'd like. The likelihood of there being any sort of threat at the cemetery is low, that is true. It doesn't mean I can let my guard down. Protecting Her Highness is my sworn duty. I'm sure you know, Julia. I have an old friend who was appointed to the cathedral not long ago. Yes, I inquired to one of the other sisters. Seems she's teaching a class outside the cathedral today. Oh, I see. We still owe her a debt, for her help back then. I would have liked to see her today if possible. Princess Claudia. And Senior Captain Schwartz, too. Oh. There they are. Hello, everyone. We meet again. I've been expecting you. Pardon? How did you know we were coming? Sieg informed us. He's monitoring the surroundings from the sky. He said that you'd be arriving shortly. That white falcon we met yesterday. Wow, he really is amazing. Sieg is a recognized informant of the Royal Guard, after all. But enough about that. What brings you all here today? Oh, and you even have a new face with you. Tio Plato. Pleased to meet you. I returned to the SSS just last night. It is an honor. The honor's all mine. Honestly, we were just doing our rounds. No real reason for coming here or anything. I never would have imagined that we'd be meeting the princess and senior captain again like this. Are you here to pay respects? That's right. This cemetery is the final resting place of many generations of Crossbellans. For today's conference, I wanted to come here to see them, not just to pay my respects. It's come to terms with the suffering the Crossbell problem has caused, the lives it's taken and changed forever. The Crossbell problem is the phrase used to describe Erebonia and Calvard's feud over who has rightful ownership of Crossbell, correct? Yes, though it is hardly a phrase you'd hear Crossbellans say or acknowledge. Their feuding has given rise to decades of tension, putting Crossbell in the line of fire of another potential war between the two. The signing of the Non-Aggression Pact in Labelle 2 years ago only calmed things on the surface. The two major powers still... my apologies, Your Highness. I don't mean to sound so rude. No, everything you said is the truth, Ellie. Grandmother... Queen Alicia's Non-Aggression Pact. The purpose was to stop the escalating military tensions between the two major powers. That allowed Crossbell to breathe a sigh of relief. The threat of war finally dissipated. On the other hand, in its place came unseen political pressure from the two major powers, pressure that has greatly affected the Crossbell state government. Because of that, we're far too naive to claim the Non-Aggression Pact solved the Crossbell problem, merely diverted the pressure. Highness. But that doesn't mean the Non-Aggression Pact has been meaningless. The Empire and the Republic were still performing their large-scale military exercises at our borders when I enlisted in the CGF. I'll never be able to forget the terror of having the Empire's railway guns pointed at Crossbell City. I'm sure that won't be a problem. She's right. Had war broken out and the Empire pulled the trigger, countless Crossbellan lives would have been lost. There remain shortcomings, but avoiding a tragedy like that is enough to justify the signing of the pact. Don't you agree, Your Highness? So don't you worry your pretty head so much. Or should I say, beautiful. Honestly, Wazzy, are you seriously trying to hit on Labelle's crown princess in a cemetery? I know, Wazzy. I'm simply acknowledging it as something I can't ignore either. So I plan to use the trade conference as an opportunity to discuss Crossbell's future. Coming here today was the final step in strengthening my resolve before doing so. I suppose it was a bit selfish of me to ask Julia and the other Royal Guardsmen to accompany me. Please, Your Highness, it was no trouble at all. If you don't mind me saying, it's undeniable you have a firm heart, Princess Claudia. Yes, I envy the bright future Labelle clearly has in store for it. Thank you so much, you two. It's almost the designated time, Your Highness. Oh, you're right. My apologies, Julia. It's time to make our way to Orcus Tower. We'll have to bid you farewell for now, Special Support Section. Though, I suppose I'll be seeing you again soon. Understand you'll be working security during the conference. Right. We'll be working hard to keep all of you safe. We'll be counting on you. See you at Orcus Tower, ladies and gentlemen. According to our intelligence, it is highly likely that terrorists from the Empire will attempt to infiltrate Crossbell. It's just as nerve-wracking as you'd expect. Hope this day managed to have a peaceful ending. Looking across, yeah. Received intel on terrorist movements, so we've had to fortify security here at the border. Specialized facilities have been built to counteract the possibility of an air invasion. Maybe we could get some anti-air cannons like a proper army. This is no use asking for impossible, though. Wait, so they exist, see? 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 It's worth me pointing out anti-air stuff. And that's what we've learned from our source at the CPD. I do not doubt that terrorists will attempt to infiltrate the conference by any means necessary. Dealing with them will be troublesome. Anyway, we'll strengthen security at Tangram Gate and remain vigilant. We should also be aware that there is a possibility they will attempt to enter by airship. Make good use of the radar facilities set up near your gate. The anti-aircraft radar? Understood, I'll contact the officer on duty immediately. From the sound of it, the commander and deputy commander are discussing security strategy. I believe so. Counter-terrorism measures have to be given top priority now. They say something about radar? Wasn't aware the CGF had gizmos like that, no? I recall there is one station near each border gate. Never personally dealt with either, though. Foundation installed them in Crossbell a while back. They should provide sufficient coverage for the state's airspace. That's impressive. Better to be safe than sorry, right? You can't really do anything about it, though, based on what we discussed on the roof just a moment ago. Earlier, when I went to the city to check out a book, I also bought the latest volume in an ongoing novel I've been reading. Fortunately, I somehow missed a chapter. I want to spoil myself, so could you please take this off my hands? Oh, thank you very much. Today I borrowed Prominent Female Figures. I have to say, it was, interesting. It's about the historic achievements of various women across the continent, starting with a Valkyrie named Leanne. Maybe women are all inherently strong. Ceeli's been bossing me around as long as I can remember. Is that just because you're an unreliable parent? Leanne. We had Sunday school today. Usual sister didn't come, but the substitute was really nice and good at explaining things. Hope she comes back. My substitute's sister already left to go back to the cathedral. She looked really nervous about the sky to the south for some reason, though. Is it raining down there or something? Why she looked like that? I didn't see her at the cathedral, so where's Reese gone?